been needing to find a new apartment, which has not been easy with credit as bad as mine. Luckily, I found cosigning.com. They connected me with a cosigner who helped me get my dream apartment for me and my dog. I just paid a small fee and was able to move in fast. Get the cosigner you need for the apartment you want. Check out cosigning.com today.
Let's not pretend that a government shutdown is not a blessing in disguise. This is a tremendous opportunity. I'm so glad that the hill Democrats are willing to die on is that they will rather the government shut down because they are fighting for the American tax-paying citizens to cover free health care for undocumented illegal aliens, which is basically the entire Democrat voting base besides what's left of the Black population and the gay population. That's it. This will be a majority conservative country, Christian country, again, soon enough. But we're just now going through the measures. Let's hear what they have to say, and then I'm going to read you the article.
It's likely going to be in the thousands. It's a very good question, and that's something that the Office of Management and Budget and the entire team of the White House here, again, is unfortunately having to work on today. These discussions and these conversations, these meetings would not be happening if the Democrats had voted to keep the government open. We just want to keep the government open. That's been the Republican and the Trump White House position since the very beginning. We wanted to pass a clean continuing resolution, we still do, to keep the government open, and then we can negotiate on all of these policy matters. It's the Democrats who injected partisan politics into keeping the government in the business of the American people. It's likely.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We really don't want the government open. We want the government smaller. We want the government to shrink. We don't want big government. We want the bureaucracy gone. That's exactly what Trump is going to do. People don't understand this, but in anticipation for Trump's return, the Democrats, when they were in power, started fluffing the government, started putting hundreds of thousands of people in worthless jobs that serve really no purpose to the government, just made up BS positions, because in the future, they wanted to create as much red tape and bureaucracy as possible, that if Trump was ever reelected, it would completely bring his America First agenda to a halt. We know that's what they did. We know that's what they're doing. Why do you think the federal government is magically firing hundreds of thousands of Black and gay employees that were only recently hired during the Biden administration? But yet the government's not folding upon itself. Services are not going any slower. Everything's actually going faster, running smoother. How is that? It's because they used DEI hiring practices to specifically hire people from those two demographics only, because typically they're willing to do the dirty work and to sabotage the country because they have a disdain for it. So you hire people who are shameless to do things that are shameful. It's common. The reason that we can get rid of those jobs is because those jobs should not exist in the first place. They don't really serve a purpose except to slow down Trump. That's it. And we're getting them out of the way. Even Trump himself is shocked that the Democrats will give him such a wonderful gift. We appreciate it. This is from the White House. Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt said on Thursday that thousands of workers on the federal payroll will be fired during the funding gap. It's possible the administration's purge could begin as soon as today. Millions of these employees are bracing with fears that they could be the ones to lose their jobs after Democrats refuse to vote for continuing a resolution that would keep the government open as they negotiated a budget with Republicans. But what were they asking to put in the budget? Free universal health care that I would have to pay for people that are not even American citizens. Are you out of your freaking mind? President Trump said in a meeting with the Oval Office management and budget director Russ Vought on the second day of the shutdown to determine which Democrat agencies should face cuts. Specifically, Which Democrat agencies will face cuts? The deep state will be sliced up and divided today. President Trump said, I cannot believe the radical left Democrats gave me this unprecedented opportunity. Trump wrote in a Truth Social post on Thursday claiming they are stupid people who will quickly end the shutdown once firings start happening. The good thing is the firings will already be done by the time they want to end the shutdown, but the damage will be done. We already know what to do. This has all been pre-planned. We have a playbook and we're following it. Leavitt clarified that those facing cuts would be a part of the government that doesn't align with Trump's agenda. They specifically padded certain departments to create more bureaucracy with the sole purpose of slowing down government and Trump's progress. All of them are be gone. And a matter of fact, that you took that job and after you looked at your workload, if you couldn't discern that that's what you were doing, that's what you were hired to do, go against your own elected government and your own elected president, well, then you don't deserve to work for the government in the first place. If you're not America first, you shouldn't work for the American government. If you're not Americans first and Americans only, you should definitely not be working in our central government. It does not make any sense. Whichever country and whatever people you're willing to put first, go work for them. Some senior officials are warning agencies against carrying out potential illegal reductions in force, or RIFs, firings during the shutdown. Who's going to stop us? Who's going to police the police? Who are you going to, you're warning us with what? What are the consequences if we do? We're not playing anymore. We've tried to be nice for years. We've tried to placate to the other side. Those days are over. You guys are monsters. You killed Kirk. It's war. But we're going to fight it with pencils, paper. We're going to fight it with policy. It doesn't need to get physical until it has to. But right now, we're not at that point yet. Two people familiar with the deliberations told the Washington Post that legal challenges could stem from a violation of appropriations law because the government wouldn't be able to distribute severance payments during the shutdown that typically accompany these type of layoffs. Oh, you want us to reward those that were trying to sabotage our president and our government. We don't give a damn. We don't give a damn. They can wait for unemployment checks. They can go stand in front of Home Depot. We have a lot of openings now. They can go do some other type of work that's actually constructive. We're going to look at agencies that do not align with the president's values. We feel that we feel are a waste of taxpayer dollars, according to the press secretary on Thursday. And look, unfortunately, these conversations are happening because we don't have any money coming into the federal government right now. The president wants to be a good steward of the American taxpayer's dollar during a time when the balance sheet is looking very grim. He's doing the right thing for the people that actually pay taxes. The illegals do not. They're not taxed. They don't have a relationship with the IRS. They're freeloaders. Oh, yeah, you've seen some of them working odd jobs and in certain positions. Do you know the majority of them are actually using government assistance that I swore people told me that they couldn't get or qualify for? So what is the big deal that Trump's kicking all the illegals out of Section 8 housing? I thought you guys said they weren't getting Section 8 housing. And there is only so much Section 8 housing. So that means for every illegal that's in there, there's a legal American that's on a waiting list. And you think I'm supposed to be okay with that? No. The bureaucracy is being removed. We're cutting the red tape. We're getting rid of all the safeguards the Democrats put in place. The only other thing we need to start getting rid of is those 250 judges that they put in place. But now I think the Supreme Court has neutered them. They can't be any harm anymore. So we're actually making really good progress. Remember, we're barely 200 and something days into this administration. This is above and beyond what I voted for. I couldn't be happier because everything that's happening makes logical sense. There's no emotions in any of these decisions. Emotional people want to argue with me, but they don't have a clear argument. They just start saying stuff and it doesn't make sense and they seem like they're belligerent. And that's why they get angry and they don't want to have a debate or a conversation, is because they don't have the mental capacity to do so. They're just all emotional NPCs. The reason I let them troll me on Facebook is so that people can see how insane these people are and how ridiculous they sound. So I leave up the comments. She also blamed Democrats for not voting to pass a continuation resolution that would maintain federal government funding while Congress worked to negotiate a permanent budget before the October 1st midnight deadline. They could not do it because their base is going to require free healthcare. Remember, all they have are the illegals, and we're getting rid of them. The gays and the blacks they have nowhere else to go. They can't join conservatives. We don't deal with pedophiles. So they're stuck over there anyway. So they're secured. But these illegals, if they do ever become citizens, they'll be conservatives. The illegals don't like gays, and they definitely don't want to deal with the blacks. And they want to work. They're conservatives. They want to come to America because they want to be Americans. The gays and the blacks here hate America. They don't want to be Americans. If they could be, they swear they're Chinese. They swear they're communists. They want to be everything else but American. But the Americans, the people that want to come here, they aspire to be Americans. Now, once they have children, are their children proud Americans? Absolutely not. But that's the beauty of us getting rid of birthright citizenship. That entitlement feeling, that sense of being spoiled and taking this country for granted, that comes with your guaranteed citizenship when you're born here on our soil. Once that's done away with because your parents are illegal, you're going to feel a little bit different about this country, knowing that you will be sent back to your home country. You're going to have to figure it out once you get there. You will learn to be grateful. A hard head will make a soft ass. Leavitt concluded these discussions and these conversations, these meetings would not be happening if the Democrats had voted to keep the government open. Essentially, the Democrats fell into a trap. We knew they would shut down the government. That would also expose why it was shut down, and it would give Trump the power to cut all the unnecessary Democrat established bureaucracy that was set up for no good purpose. It's beautiful. People also keep bringing up Project 2025 because in Project 2025, a part of progress is removing all the excess dead weight from the government. So they're trying to show how, oh, I told you Project 20, we don't give a fuck anymore. The elections are over. Project 2025 wasn't on the menu, but I'll be honest, I kind of liked a lot of the Project 2025. People who don't want to better themselves, people who are mentally ill, people who want to be victims, they never read Project 2025. They don't understand it. They don't get the benefits of it because they don't want to believe in God. They don't want to serve a higher purpose. They just want people to be mad and they want to see the country undone and turned over. That's not going to happen. So you can be mad, but it'd be best if you're mad from outside of our borders. Now, you can stay if you want to, but what do I always say? We build boxes for certain people. They're either made of metal or they're made of pine. You can choose an airplane or you can choose a box, but you're not going to just disrupt and throw our country off like you've been doing for the past years. This government shutdown is a blessing in disguise. I look forward to seeing all the fat that we're going to trim from the government, all those Democrat organizations that they put all around here to slow us down. They're going to be gone by tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, the shutdown should go as long as it needs to go. What do we care? America first, America only. Right-wing Rico, the single boyfriend. I'll be back with another topic in about 20 minutes, and I'll see you guys again shortly. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, and thank you for all the new subscribers. Like the video, follow me on YouTube. I'm on all the platforms. The single boyfriend, right-wing Rico. Follow me wherever, leave a comment. I appreciate all of my new followers and everybody that's been leaving comments, chipping in. Thank you so much. I do have my Cash App there. I'm not monetized, but people have been sending donations. They don't have to, but I do appreciate them. So thank you very much, and I'll see you again.
I've been needing to find a new apartment, which has not been easy with credit as bad as mine. Luckily, I found cosigning.com. They connected me with a cosigner who helped me get my dream apartment for me and my dog. I just paid a small fee and was able to move in fast. Get the cosigner you need for the apartment you want. Check out cosigning.com today.